and all of that, whatever. So anyway, yeah, introduce yourself, please. Belgabor, first, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm a. Let me check.
I believe it was a Kitsune monk.
Yes, I'm Asutaro. I play a Kitsune monk. Most people probably don't know the Kitsune part because I usually spend my time in human form.
Right, like that one that
Um,
I'm just mousing over now.
yeah, there's not much to say about it. He's, well, just a traveler going around helping people when he can.
Right. So anyway, yeah, let me just share, well, all of the things. There's
Yes, sharing all of the things.
that.
I think you will find a link to the characters in the description.
Yes, that's the idea. Meanwhile, Finvara, introduce yourself as well, please.
All right. Well, I'm playing Zymor. Zymor is a kobold cleric, and it's probably pretty obvious that he's a kobold cleric. It's not as easy to hide as being some fancy fox monk.
Yeah,
The glittering golden scales might give it away, usually.
yeah, and kobold tend to already be somewhat fanatical to dragons, so yeah.
Yes, a cleric to Bahamut. He's already a little bit further gone in dragon worship than most. He's, friendly, nice guy. Just also, he's very, very open about his religion and is happy to tell you about it at all times, whether you want him to or not.
Yep.
You don't mind if I say grace, right?
If you say what?
I think
He often volunteers to say the blessing over the food before meal, whether anyone wants him to or not.
Oh, okay.
You've met those people, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
All kinds of them, yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, he's one of those.
by the way, can anyone check if the stream actually gets the Discord audio? That would probably be a good idea, huh?
Probably.
It's an important question.
Yeah, would think so.
Let's see, is it picking it up or not? It's definitely.
Yay!
And that's enough of that because I don't like listening to myself talk.
That's a good point.
yeah, echoing is kind of weird.
Stream's working. I think just the title is off.
Yes, the title does still say Mystery of Gensokyo Live Let's Play.
Oh, whoops. Right.
Which is either incorrect or a serious plot spoiler.
Spoiler until proven otherwise?
You can edit the title for the video later.
Actually, I do have my Restream things, so I can use that. Update all! That should help quite a bit. Because yeah, I'm streaming to YouTube, to Vim, and to Twitch because reasons.
If you have the bandwidth for it.
Yes, I do.
I mean, feel free to stream to all of the things. I'll pretty much only be watching you on YouTube, though.
Do you want the YouTube link as well?
Well, if you want me to watch for more than a minute and a half, then YouTube is where you're going to find me.
Okay. Let me go find that then. Do you prefer actual YouTube or YouTube gaming?
Doesn't matter.
Ah, good
Makes
point.
no difference to me.
And let me actually find the link. Why is it always so annoying to find it?
Just right-click your YouTube dashboard preview and copy the link from there. Your YouTube.
Right, I'm an idiot. Yay! There is on that other channel as well, so yeah.
Yeah, it should be on the main page, as it's a public stream.
Right. Saving the game description. Alright, anyway, where were we?
We had two
Kupferdrage. Introduce your
okay,
character.
my turn. I have this little. You can point for your audience, a little half elf here called TBT.
Yep.
And the backstory is quite interesting. In short, as half elf usually don't live either in the human or the elf world. Is quite connected to nature. Was a druid apprentice, but decided to take a more mundane route to protect nature. So he chose to become a warden, and lately he is accompanied by a dog that carries a part of the supplies like tent and dog food and stuff that don't fit in the backpack and would make me overburden instead. Even the dog is capable of fighting. I usually take the dog out of combat so he don't get injured.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, last thing I remembered is that I am awake in a strange place I wasn't
Wait.
there before.
Remember, we have to start over because last time Abdul crashed.
No.
So yeah, anyway, 6.
Well, hello. I'm Sice. I'm I'm going to be playing a little gnome fellow by the name of Zucker Ve Lagerfin. He's a alchemist, who comes from a long family of actual engineer tinkerers. Kind of always had a bit of wanderlust to him. Got a little distracted from the family trade, and that wanderlust basically kind of sucked them into abandoning the family business per se, and joining up with the adventuring guilds over at Zendark in Eberron, which he ran around doing the old tomb adventuring in Zendark for the longest time. And it was there that he basically honed his skills as an adventurer and as a alchemist. And it was on one of these expeditions into Zendark that he vanished and ended up where he is now. But for the most part, he's just a crazy little gnome with gadgets and potions.
Right, so that actually reminds me. We still kind of need to find an image for him for the token.
You mean he doesn't look like Trogdor?
Oh no, I totally look like Trogdor.
We have no combat mage.
The alchemist kind of counts. And anyway, Sifin, please introduce your character.
My character is Vathi Raval, a fetchling summoner. She was born to a family of merchants and was expected to take on the family business, but after secretly learning the art of summoning, she decided instead to go adventuring. And on her trip, when she decided to disappear from her family out of the Shadow Plane, she disappeared from, well, everybody.
Right. Short, but still, the actual backstories are over there linked and detailed somewhere else. So, anyway, have you guys finally figured out how you actually know each other? I'm going to
certainly
guess no.
Zymor and Belgabor have known each other for quite some time. They're actually old traveling companions. They met in a pub when racism decided that kobolds weren't welcome.
It's probably that this pub is near of my working area. I usually be in the wild, so I may know the most only by seeing them from time to time in town also. Or by selling herbs to them, I gathered before. Especially the gnome is probably a good customer.
Well, Zymor certainly buys a lot of healing herbs.
Right. So, anyway, I now need to actually copy your tokens over to the main game, which is not a city. It's somewhere over here. Good enough? Good enough. Sort of. You have a site? Yes, you do. The view... map should be set to daytime. That's better. And... right, you should now be moving to the grasslands map.
Yep.
Yay!
I see the grasslands.
Yes, you do. Well, I kind of explained it, the rules, so to speak, last time, but since the game crashed, I probably should tell them again. One, most of the time I won't tell you to use skill checks. If you want to use it, use it. So basically, unless there's a specific reason you would need to use it for something like perception, maybe, then you probably should just roll anything you feel adequate, because I won't just tell you to do so. Second, as you can tell from the overly nondescript area that is just a grasslands with no actual landmarks you can tell of, this game is actually quite open. You can actually find different things depending on which direction you go in. So this could be fairly interesting.
I decide to do the same thing I did last time, and
Wait, I'm not done. Let's expect to find a lot of references and other general things that do not exist on the rulebook and that you won't find anywhere else, because I tend to make things up. Why? Because it's fun. Okay, now I think I'm ready. Sorry.
Oh, no problem. I think this place looks not familiar, so I check first where am I circa. So I roll a perception and a survival check to find out where am I.
So we just pop in the grasslands.
Oh, right, I probably should have described it before, because I completely forgot that, the game crashed. So basically at some point you were like, I don't know if it was your local inn or your guild, your house, some random place in a forest where you just fell asleep. When you wake up, you actually realize you're in this nondescript plane well, the vegetation seems kind of similar to the one you recognize, but not exactly. You also realize that there are two suns on the sky. Yep. Just because.
Yeah, I made a perception check, which is basically me generally looking around to see what's around here.
Those are some nice rolls, actually. Especially for level 3, I believe it was.
I get quite a nice bonus on perception and survival, so high rolls or values on that isn't exactly uncommon.
To be fair, the actual base roll wasn't all that good. Anyway. So yeah, you can tell there's some kind of building to the south. You can tell there's water flowing to the west. And you can see the edges of a forest across most of the horizon to the north. And a bit to the east. And what was that survival check for?
That was for knowledge about what is for plant life around here. Do I see any kinds of tracks of wildlife and so on?
You do
survival stuff.
You notice that there's yes, there are tracks of animals, but they seem to be domestic animals. Like cows, pigs, and the likes. They seem to be on the direction of south or southwest.
Right now, Zymor's just trying to figure out where in the plains he seems to have woken up.
You know that it's a plane similar to the material plane, but not.
Wow, I am not educated.
Unaware, since I don't really know anybody here, and I find myself in a strange place, I will do the most sensible thing that a gnome would do, and I would move a little bit away from everybody, sit down and start to make myself a nice breakfast since I just woke up.
Eh, breakfast sounds good. Let me take off my backpack and look for a breakfast for me and my dog.
Well, in the absence of any knowledge of where I am, the best thing to do is start with morning prayer.
That's a good point.
I go about the ritual to summon my Eidolon that I have to go through every morning.
Go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and go through the ritual of actually finding the party token.
Is there any spot that is slightly elevated to where we are? Is this actually a real plains, or is it a bit of a hilly area?
As far as I have spotted, and with my
yeah,
player knowledge from last time,
Yeah, as
there
far
are
as you can tell, it is somewhat hilly, but not enough to obstruct vision. So it's mainly plain.
it's a
Okay,
plain
so there's-
area. There
Yeah.
are some really tiny hills, so you can't really see much further.
Right. Who's going to be the party leader just so I can assign ownership of the token to that particular person?
Thank you for volunteering, Belgabor.
Okay.
Sure, why not? Belgabor. Now you can move the party token.
No. As
Okay.
we haven't introduced us each together while packing out my breakfast, I say in general den 12. zum Gruße zu allen in dieser Runde.
Sadly, I do not understand German so
That's
well.
a kind of hello. I adapted this from my the Dark Eye series. It's a general hello in the in Aventurien.
Ah, I see. Interesting.
Okay, I will get a snack from my backpack and slightly, while the others sit down and eat, I will slightly circle the place we came out. And is there a small hill like near us? Are we in kind of a ditch, or are we more in an elevated area at the moment?
You seem to just be overall like you're on one of the plain areas, so you can basically see all around you without much of a problem, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
Like the elevation.
Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to know if there's some like a hill close that would get us some kind of advantage. But if the area is plain, I'll just come back, introduce myself to those who don't know me, and eat.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Go ahead.
Tara, you don't happen to know how we got here, do you?
I don't know.
No, never happened to me. I traveled quite a bit, but I never fell asleep and woke up in another plane.
That would explain the second sun.
The sky did look twice as offensive as normal.
Simon, we didn't drink anything strange last night, did we?
Nothing stranger than normal.
I'll break out a small notebook over my breakfast and start jotting down notes as these people talk to each other.
Okie dokie.
So having finished morning prayer, I can certainly actually eat breakfast.
I could lend you my pot if you want. If you want something like a hot soup.
So yeah, you're having breakfast. You enjoy your breakfast, and meanwhile, because plot twist, random, and all of that, roll perception, all of you.
So,
Yes, I'm random.
is this surprise? If it's in danger, I get an extra plus 2 to the roll.
How do you
Yeah,
do the rolls in this system?
You right click and
Right,
use a
yeah.
macros skill check.
Yeah, on the window menu, if you go to selected and then click on your token, you should see a lot of macros. And then you press the macro for skill check and select what skill it is. That's a lot over 20. So basically, everyone except Boti and Xymor see a
Can use
massive...
my Eidolon's perception, so.
whatever. They see a big, scary... well, you see something really, really big flying way above you against the light of one of the suns. From north to south, you can tell it passed quickly enough to almost not notice. And it seemed like a reptile type.
I'll let it
That was
a
interesting.
long sigh,
Be a little bit of dangerous.
curse a little bit, pull out my my crossbow, make sure it's loaded, go back to eating some breakfast.
Yeah, I check my bow.
You ever get a feeling like you just rolled a 3 on the dice of life?
Quite often, actually.
And just like that, the flying thing is gone.
Was it flying directly north to south,
Yes.
or at a slight angle?
As far as you could tell, directly north to south.
So we're in these grass plains. Is there any in the general area? Is there anything that resembles like a trail, any type of cover, anything that resembles anything other than grass? Like, is there any suggestion that there's a direction in which will lead us to a town or village or anything?
Well, I mentioned from your perception checks, to the south you see a building, to the north you see forest, and to the west you hear a river.
Yeah. We have a single house in the south. We have quite a large forest in the north. We hear water from the west, and in the east is nothing but plains.
Pretty much.
So in general, I would suggest if there's a house to the south, we should try and see if we can find someone and inquire where we are. And if that fails, I suggest traveling to where we hear a river or water, because usually you'll find villages near water. And
Yeah, I
down
agree.
water.
So, seems we should work together for the near future. Maybe I can learn a thing or two.
I would agree. Traveling to the building first would probably be the best idea, because even if it's not like an actual like civilization, village, or what have you. At bare minimum, it might have some clues as to exactly where we are. There could be some, who knows? There might be somebody might have a diary. There could be some there should be some random material of some sort. We might be able to at least figure out where in the realms we are.
Yeah. So we are decided to go south for at least for now and see what the house is all about. and what
As
stuff.
it seems to be at least somewhat dangerous, we may should decide to go in a formation in case we get attacked.
Yes, please move your tokens in any formation you would prefer to take, and when you're ready, you can start moving your party token. Which this time I only assign ownership to one character, so the game won't crash.
Hooray!
We hope.
Uh,
Make sure you save before we try.
That's a good idea.
I think I will go a little bit behind, as I am more of a ranged, and I can spot quite from afar, so shouldn't be that hard.
Works for me.
Okay, everybody ready?
Yeah, I'm a healer.
I
You want me in
think
the
in
middle.
this case I will go here.
Oh.
So we are a little bit more tight.
Without that,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
sounds good. Okay, let's continue.
Okay. Do you want to save now that we decided on the formation?
Yeah.
Saving campaign.
Okay.
Packing everything together and putting on my backpack.
Okay, I'm trying to move toward the house.
I think it is just a little bit more south. I can't see the party token outside of my own vision range.
Oh, right.
I see the clearance from the party token, but I can't see the token itself.
Okay, I will give ownership of it to everyone. Just make sure that only Belgabor moves it. Okay?
Okay.
Can you see it now?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, the house is right here. Since you can already see it anyway.
So
You can also see a larger house
There you
now
are.
that's over this area.
And I noticed there is a field.
Yes, there are wheat fields. Well, that in particular is wheat. Alright, I forgot I can do things and stuff like this. You are
Okay,
now in front of a
so-
house. I completely forgot that I had to roll midway. Doesn't matter. You are in front of a...
it looks like I can only see the party token while it's moving.
Yeah.
If you can't see it normally, try clicking away from your character token.
Hey, there it goes.
Yep. Figures.
Okay,
okay, there you
so
Yeah. Okay, I see now.
Anyway,
Oh.
so you are in
If
front
the
of...
building didn't change, it was 2 stories high.
Yeah, you're in front of a farmhouse that's 2 floors high. It's basically almost all of it is wooden. Seems even built completely by hand over one of those generational things that took like ages to build and like by 2 people or something. You know, typical from just one farm, small farm and all of that.
Okay, I'll step up and knock on the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
I'm okay. Just before you go into the thing, I made a perception check just to look around and see if I notice anybody around, notice any strange smells or any strange sounds or something like that.
Well, given that roll, you actually smell burning. And there's smoke coming out of the chimney and from the floor of a second, from a window of the second floor.
Smoke out of the window.
Yep.
Is it an appropriate amount of smoke or an inappropriate amount of smoke?
It's the burning kind of smoke.
I think I should check that for myself. Where is...
Okay, when I notice the smoke coming out of the window, I run to the door and knock and shout, "Everything okay in there? Is there a fire?"
Oh, I should open.
That didn't really work. Oh well. You hear a scream that says, "Help! Help!"
Okay, I drop my backpack and I run the door in, or try to run the door in.
It was the other way around.
As I see it, I drop my backpack as well, and run to a window and try to enter the house from and try to climb the facade of the house to the window where the help screams coming all the time. I need to make a climb check. That I get a modus of -2 for it.
You said the individual is on
I'm-
the second floor, right?
It sounds from the second floor.
Yeah, I have to climb the wooden outside, but I haven't any climbing gear at the moment, so I get a -2 on the roll as it is harder. Should be okay.
I'll do
I should be able to climb to the window.
I'll do the sensible thing and just try the front door.
The front door appears to not be locked.
Okay, so I'm probably running in an unlocked door, so I probably stumble in.
Yeah, TVT does actually manage to climb up a window.
So then I have to see what is in the second story where I can see inside the window. Let me roll for it. Where are the macros there? There must be an easier way. So perception. This is danger. So, I should be able to see, hear, feel, smell, all.
You see a really old man collapse on the floor on the opposite corner of the room. He seems to have fallen off his cane.
Help me and try to. Yell to the outside. Help me! Here is somebody. And then I. Is there any immediately fire inside the room?
Okay, what is everyone else doing?
Once I'm inside, I'll look for a way up and basically run up the stairs or whatever option I see to get up to the second floor.
I'm following everyone in to look for the fire.
Yeah. That sounds like a good thing to do.
Somebody is firefighting. That's good.
Right, the fire seems to come from another room on the second floor. No, actually, the fire seems to have started on the first floor. In fact, it's spreading from the chimney, and it's already spread across the stairs to the second floor. It's not completely engulfing it, but the smoke is actually covering most of the second floor, which is
Okay, so if I'm understanding correctly, it's not more than say 30 feet from the front door.
No, in fact, the fire doesn't actually reach the front door.
Okay, so if it's not more than 30 feet from the front door, I should be able to get there fast enough to start using create water to put out the fire.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm going to do that.
Since this is a farm, I would assume that there's some sort of water source nearby, like a stream or a bucket that they can get water into their fields with.
Probably whether you know where that water source is another topic.
You're breaking up.
The problem is whether or not you actually know where that water source is.
Okay, is there anything on the ground floor that on a quick glance around looks like a kitchen?
Well, yeah, just past the chimney there seems to be a sort of kitchen. Is the one most on fire?
Okay, that's a problem.
No, there's not a well nearby. Then you're saying?
Not that you can see so far.
You can use a blanket or something like that to put out the fire.
Okay,
and you are using create water, that's why I'm rolling actually. And the fire does seem to be starting to...
I think that because we are in a danger zone now, we should switch to rounds in which the actions take place. So we know that we don't talk sozusagen our time with...
I was thinking the same thing. I'm just trying to look for the initiative macro.
Yeah.
Just make sure that you say it out loud. Roll initiative.
I don't think that we have to roll initiative as the fire don't have an initiative.
No, but it's an easy way to keep the orders right.
Ordinarily, fire spreads at the bottom of the round, I believe.
There you go.
Okay, so...
Of course, that was in D&D. I don't know how Pathfinder does it.
It's basically the same thing anyway. Where the heck is that macro? Info, reset movement.
Especially as I can't be long in the second story as it's full of smoke, so it's important for me.
There it is. That doesn't seem to... Oh yeah. Okay, so if you open the initiative window, you should see the 6 of you over there. Apparently, Zucker won. So, Sais, what is your gnome doing?
So where do I find this initiative window?
In the window menu?
Window menu initiative.
Yep.
Ah, I see it now. Thank you.
Oh. I'm last in initiative. Okay.
All right. So right now we're who's where? We have one dude on the second floor.
Yeah, that's TBT.
TBT is on the second floor.
At the start, I am right on the window on the second floor. If we start there with our combat time because of the fire. That is nearly at the same time as the first person entered the building on the ground floor.
Okay. And we have one dude who's over by the kitchen right now.
I think that is in round 2, so I would be beside the helpless person in the second floor right now.
Then who's by the kitchen?
Probably. Well, Simon, you ran up to the fire. Oh,
Yes, I ran up to the fire so I could start covering it with water.
yeah. Basically, I'm close. I'm still standing close to the entrance after opening the door, and basically getting a grip on what's going on there. That's where we start.
All right. I'm just trying to get an idea, a mental image of where everybody is.
Yeah.
All right, so we got you on the fire. We got one dude upstairs trying to help the guy.
And in the round 1, where I was on the window, I shouted, "Here is somebody. We need help."
Yeah, I heard that. And that's when I tried to open the door, and yeah. So I'm.
I think the door was open right at the point where I reached the top level.
I understand. I'm just trying to figure out where everybody is right this moment before I decide to do anything. So we're still wondering where Mikey Ma is and where Voltile is.
Oh, I said where I'm. I'm right in at the door.
Yeah, I would have just come in.
All right, so you guys are at the door right now. Okay. All right, so basically we got 3 guys basically at the doorway right now. We have one guy over by the kitchen trying to, looks like who's going to use some crate water to get rid of the fire. And we have one guy who's upstairs with the potentially endangered individual. So it looks like things are being taken care of. I will, I'll just lean up against the side of the building and keep an eye out for anything crazy on the outside of the building then.
Right, so there doesn't seem to be anyone outside so far. Sorry, it's a bit confusing since I don't remember the voices yet. That was Yosai's, right?
Yeah, I'm just leaned up against the side of the building next to the front door, just keeping an eye out. Like basically, it looks like we're looking at the fields, just keeping an eye out for stuff. Everybody else seems to have it all handled.
Right. Time for Mikami to do something.
Yeah, I will take the water skin that's hanging off my belt. Yeah, I was the edge of my clothes and put that in front of my nose, and then move up the stairs. You said the stairs weren't engulfed in fire; they were just flattened by the fire, right?
Yeah, they are like partially on fire, so it's still kind of difficult to walk across, but you technically can do it unharmed, but you should probably do a roll for it.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to run for it because I'm really fast, so even if it's slightly, it should be mostly okay. What do I need to roll?
Probably athletic.
Yep.
You can make the check untrained.
Acrobatics, is that right?
Yep. No, athletics.
There is no athletics.
It's basically the same
Maybe I
thing.
mixed it up.
Yeah, there is no athletics. It's just acrobatics.
Ah, okay. I mixed it up.
Yeah, one was for D&D, the other was for Pathfinder. In the end, it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, they break it up so you have athletics,
Yeah,
climb, and swim as separate abilities.
Yep, and in here it's all together. Why? Because it just makes sense. And yeah, you make it to the top with no trouble whatsoever.
Sorry, you broke up there. I didn't quite get the end of
You
what you
make
said.
it to the top with no trouble whatsoever.
Okay. Depending on how much time I have left, I will move to the room where the scream, or where EBT climbed up to help him get the
Right.
guy out of the
Right, you managed to open
house.
the door and body.
I'm going to go back out and stand down under the window that TBT went in. So if they need to try and get the guy out of the window, I can attempt to catch him.
That is good. I hoped of that response.
I will assume that you bring yours Eidolon
Yeah,
with
my
you.
idling comes with me.
Oh, of course it does. So that's basically good enough. Seymour?
Yeah, I'm a tiny gnome. I'm
Even
not catching
more
anybody.
water.
Alright, you're basically casting water, right?
Yeah, it's one of those level 0 spells I could just keep doing all day long.
Yep.
That
Roll
being
perception.
the case, yeah, I can do that. One moment. Hang on a second. The interface is fighting with me. Okay, having some serious technical difficulty. Be a moment. There we go.
Critical success, a natural 20.
Okay. Yeah, you see a face in the chimney. Like, the fire has a face.
Well, then I'm going to come closer to it when I continue throwing water around. Does the face look mean or just sort of bored? What kind of expression are we dealing with here? Let me get a sense motive on there.
Go ahead and do a sense motive. Yeah, it looks really, really, really mean. It also
Guys,
looks
the
bored.
fire in the fireplace is alive and it's angry.
Ah,
It's not going to stop me from putting out the fire, by the way. I'm going to continue.
Of course you are. Roll 1d12. Just
Yeah, I can do that.
reasons.
Water might makes damage. It's a fire elemental or something like that. If I have to guess. I don't know.
Looks like a 4.
TVT, your turn.
Yeah, as this wall building is mostly of wood, I take a look if it is safe to walk here in the top of the building and make my way to the person. I think I can make it in one round and try to get the person up and towards the window. I'm not sure if I can manage it back to the window in one round. I don't know how long this route is, and
You're going to
on the
try
second
to
part-
carry the old man to the window? Right? Hello?
I didn't understand the first word.
You're going to try to carry the old man to the window, correct?
Yes, basically yes. Or move with the old man together to the window. If he can't move for themselves, I'm severely slowed, as I am overburdened.
Right,
If I have
roll any appropriate skill check or roll strength if you prefer. Whatever.
As I am not trained, I have to roll strength.
Okay.
Abilities, strength.
Yeah, you barely managed to lift him.
Okay, I assume so. I am
Like-
during round skip in the building. I have them on my back or however, but the next round starts before I manage to get to the window.
Basically, you got to him and you lifted him.
Yeah.
That's about
Okay.
it. Suke, are you going to do anything else?
Now that I hear the one guy exclaim that there's a angry fire upstairs, I'll head into the building and work my way up the stairs.
Well, the fire is
I
downstairs.
said it was in the fireplace, actually.
Yeah, it's
Oh, in the
downstairs.
fireplace. All right. I'll head towards the fireplace to see what the ruckus is.
And you can also clearly see the face on the fire.
At this
Are we
point, the
talking
floor.
are we talking like this looks like an elemental, or is there something that's in the fire?
It looks like the fire has a face.
Okay, so an elemental. And you already mentioned that it looks very angry. Does it seem to be pissed off at our buddy here throwing water on him?
No, it looks like if it was doing any sound, it would be ha 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 ha, or something like that.
Ah, fair enough. I guess
You will throw a Molotov to it?
I'm debating. Let me think.
I know. Throw Greek fire to it. That will surely help.
Manage to rob it of oxygen, it's a thought. But throwing fuel at it by itself.
Yeah, I don't really got much I can do to deal with fire right at the moment, especially sentient fire that is angry. Can I get a knowledge check of some sort to figure out what this thing is? Dungeoneering, maybe?
Dungeoneering should be the wrong skill for that.
Then what?
Mm,
Nature? Planes?
Planes might be
Would be
possible.
planes.
Nature is more about plants and wildlife and such.
All right.
yeah,
Yeah.
has
I'll
nothing. Yeah, it would be either planes or let's see, what other knowledge were there? Arcane, I think it was one of them. That
Yeah,
would probably.
arcane would work as well.
All right. I'll use a cane then. I have a better chance at that.
We could have a different DC.
Yeah, I'm trying to. They don't have knowledge listed in the drop down.
No, just do a normal roll with like the square brackets. So like that and 1d20 plus something roll, and then the other square bracket.
Oh, okay.
1d20 plus 63,457. No? No.
I think at that point you'd know everything about in the universe.
Yeah, pretty much. You are certain that it is in fact a kind of fire elemental.
Okay, so it's an actual fire elemental of some sort.
Yup. Or at least very similar. It's not exactly in an actual normal shape for a fire elemental to be recognizable, since it spreads so much.
And do I know if elementals have any resistances to like mundane weapons, like a table?
Well, let me see. It's a fire elemental. The table is made of wood. Make a common sense check.
No, I'm just saying. Do I know if the fire elemental has any natural resistances to mundane weapons?
If he
I'm
can hit him
fairly
at
sure
all.
it does. I don't remember everything, okay? I'm looking. He's immune to fire.
All right, so just fires. So I can hit him with normal stuff. That works.
As far as
Alright.
I can tell, yep.
Probably you take durability damage.
If you don't have normal stuff, there's bound to be a fire poker near the fireplace somewhere.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. But I have a crossbow, so that's something.
Yeah, it
But-
won't really affect it as long as you're sure that you will just lose your arrows, so whatever.
Yeah. All right. So what you're saying is he is immune to normal weapons.
No,
No,
it will do
he is
damage, but the
using-
arrows will end up burning away anyway,
All right.
because there will just be the tips left.
Then I'll call out to the group. Hey guys, does anybody have something that can affect a bloody elemental? We got a little fire punk over here that needs a good beating.
Well, I
Okay.
I did say it will do damage. It's just that you will lose the arrow anyway, not that it really matters.
Seriously though, is there a fire poker around I can point him at?
Probably.
I can craft my own bolts if I need to, but
Eh.
I'd rather have someone else deal with it.
It's not like you go around recovering every bolt you shoot ever. Or do you?
Oh, luckily I took the weapon craft skill, so I can actually just make my own bolts.
Right, so it doesn't matter.
So I'll go
I
ahead
think
and I'll go
I
ahead
can
and I'll go ahead and
craft your
around
bolts
into it.
as well with bow as crafting skill.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pump around into it with my repeating crossbow.
I think you have to roll an attack with that.
Yep, still learning the interface, so give me a moment.
Yeah, no problem. I wonder if there's any way to add music to the to the stream or something?
To
Oh,
the
I'm certain
stream,
there
probably.
is.
Yeah,
To the actual game itself that we could hear, probably not.
maybe if I add it on Discord or something.
Possibly.
There's bound to be a bot for Discord that can just play music.
There is. There's a lot of bots that can just play a playlist of music. You give
So
them.
it's just macro attack, range, touch attack for a range attack?
That'll
yeah, pretty
work,
much.
I think.
I mean, a ranged touch attack is a little bit different from a normal ranged attack, for sure.
It gets, I think, the same modifiers.
Alright, I needed to give you the campaign. I have other tokens on the campaign section that I can just copy to the various characters, which I will do right now.
Although I should have put
Like
a +1 on that because my my crossbow is masterworked.
Okie dokie. Well, yeah, go ahead and roll damage. Also, I gave your token a normal range attack roll now.
Oh, thank you.
Uh, 1d8.
No, I'm small. It's 1d4.
Oh,
1d6.
My bow makes only 1d6, so I thought this crossbow might be 1d8, but small is disadvantage to damage rolls.
Do you add your dex modifier to range attacks for damage?
For to hit, but not for damage.
For damage, it's strength modifier if your bow or crossbow allows you to apply it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be anything anyways.
Five damage.
I just get
Yay!
I just get the +1 from masterwork.
Right. And I suppose that's your turn, so next.
Also, I got a natural 20, so I should have a chance to crit on that, which would be ×2.
Yep.
Yeah, you
it
just
was
got to
times
confirm
2.
the crit.
Does Pathfinder do the critical checks, or do you just or not?
They do. I just don't
20,
care.
So
Oh, fair enough.
As simple as that. Yeah, they exist in Pathfinder as well. I don't care about them. They're boring.
So it was a crit.
Okay, so I guess I was at opening the door last time, right? So I will open the door and help TBT pick up the guy and transport him to the window.
Right, so you are going to help TBT carry them. Do a check as well, I suppose.
A strength check?
Yeah, unless you have something more appropriate.
I think you can roll athletics again.
Athletics? Yeah, okay.
There is no athletics.
Acrobatics was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have no problem helping TBT carry him over to the window and, well, helping him cross the window in a way that doesn't hurt the already quite hurt old man. Well, more than hurt, he seems to be kind of choking because, right, the floor is filled with smoke.
Okay. Does that take the whole of my round?
Well, first
I mean,
I
that
need
would
to
be a
see
standard
if
action and a
Batty
move.
actually catches
Practically,
the...
you have to to get to my initiative to help me.
Oh yeah, right.
Let's leave it at that anyway, so whatever. But you would need to actually catch the old man. So
Yeah.
I suppose you and your Eidolon are going to try doing that.
Yes. Oh, it's strength check, I assume?
Yeah, I suppose. Unless you have something better.
Good. Apparently I can't roll for crap.
Maybe it is enough.
Could
At
I use
least you'll break his
acrobatics for
fall
my,
with your body.
Well, could I use acrobatics with my Eidolon?
Yes.
Since it's trained in it?
Yeah, and he is right beside you to help you on that, so go ahead. Yeah, your Eidolon just jumps and catches the falling old man mid-air, and then he lands in a way that does him no harm whatsoever, and then like a bedroll from the back randomly appears, falls onto the ground, spreads over, and lets the old man rest on it.
Then he looks at you, winks, and there's that little Bishonen sparkle that flows by.
Wir kriegen ihn irgendwie runterbuxiert. I should translate this.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Simulf. Simulf.
Even more water. At this point, there's already 6 cubic meters of water laying around on the ground. Why not another 3?
6 cubic meters plus 3?
Alright.
You should be knee deep in water.
Well, I mean, you know, it's not like it stays in the same shape I produce it in. But yeah, I get to produce 3 per caster level. Or I'm sorry, 1 per caster level per round at this point. So that's 3 a round. Which is why I feel relatively qualified to fight fires. Maybe not fire elementals, but certainly fire.
Sorry, what?
Lots of water.
Oh, right, you're shooting more water because cleric.
Yeah, I'm continuing to try and put out the fire, and I'm not trying to avoid hitting the elemental at this point. If that should happen, then that's acceptable.
Yeah, that's why I had made you roll before, so now roll 2d6. Because I have to set an arbitrary damage number to a fire elemental because of a spell that only creates water. Anyway, the elemental is actually looking quite hurt. Its angry cartoon-like face seems to have like what's the word? Like a more closed eyes in the sense that it's paint in some way because elemental and that's weird. And the fire around it seems to be starting to die out as well. It's still alive though, and it's actually attacking back.
I'm physically the closest to it.
And you're the one doing most of the damage too. And I get the feeling that hits.
What is it? What'd you roll?
17.
Oh no, not even close.
No? Huh, interesting.
No. No, I'm a small-sized creature with a high dexterity and magical armor.
I don't actually know what its bonus is. Oh, it's +7. Sorry.
Okay, well that would be different then. 24 does beat my AC. Yes.
I find it amusing that the two small guys are fighting the fire
Yeah,
elemental.
like they're doing all the fighting while the big guys are doing the sneaky rescuing the guy. And that's 4 damage actually. 1d6 plus 1.
So it's 0 damage. Lovely.
You have damage resistance?
To fire, yes.
Interesting. Alright, because Bahamut, of course.
Well, in this case, because Gold Dragon, but you know.
Whatever. Congrats!
Hooray!
Anyway. So, right. Whose turn was it? Next. Alright,
No.
you help him carry
We arrive
the...
at the window and we
Yeah,
get
you
the
drop him
body
up. So, basically your turn
and get
already
the
happened.
body down. That's all for this round. Or I said better to climb back out instead of using the stairs.
So basically you already used up your turn to carry the man. So, Zucker!
I will pump another round into him.
Go ahead. Now you have a macro for it. And anyway, so what's the bot command to add a song or something?
On a bot in here, I don't know because I don't know
Okay,
what
so that's
bots
not
used
taking
by the
that's not
server.
taking into account any of the pluses. So I got a +6 to range attacks. Actually, +7 because of the masterwork.
So that's a total of 15?
It takes your dex. No, it puts your dexterity into there. It just doesn't put the rest of it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dex mod is +3 and
Or your base
5.
attack bonus. I don't know which is there.
So sorry, that doesn't hit at all.
Oh well,
Anyway.
that happens.
Yeah, it happens.
You managed to miss the fire in the fire spot.
Okay, I will run back down the stairs to the fire.
Okay. The fire on the stairs is already sort of dying out, so it's no problem to actually go down, so you go down.
Should be rough terrain anyway.
No, not
Is
really.
there...
It didn't really damage the stairs too much.
Yeah, but if you run downstairs, it
Yeah,
it
right,
is
if you're
rough terrain.
running... roll athletics. It's just not going to be as difficult.
I mean, monks have
I think
more
DC
movement
5
speed
or
anyway.
DC 10,
but-
something like that.
Yeah, you go down, no problem.
Okay, while I'm running, I'll ready the kamas I have on my belt.
Right, because punching the fire on the face would not really be a good idea.
I do plan to actually do that, but not quite like that. Let's see if it's... Do I get to close to attack this round?
Yeah, it's close enough. Go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is... I hope I got that right. It's a flurry of blows. So that is 3 attacks. I'm correct.
Well, I believe you needed a full round to do the flurry of blows, or...
Yeah, double
Okay, so-
check. I think
Yeah,
the
let
flurry
me
of
check.
blows is a full round action.
Yeah, it's a full round action. You can't move and do it.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm using my elemental strike. Basically, I'm going to punch it with a cold elemental effect.
Okay.
Since I got the camera in my hands, but as far as I know, I can do the elemental fist thing with any part of my body. So I'm probably just going to elbow it with a cold effect.
Okay.
You sure you don't want to just give it the cold shoulder?
Yes.
A cold shoulder.
No. He's a monk. He's gonna have cold feet.
To be fair, you could technically even hit it with a cold tail.
Technically, yeah, but no, I probably can't because I need to transform first.
All right.
And actually, tail is not one of my. I could probably
Whatever.
bite
Roll
it
damage.
coldly.
Roll damage.
Okay, that is. That's a normal. The first is regular damage, and the second one is the cold damage.
Okay, so that's. The fire becomes a block of ice. And then shatters.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't really have a lot of HP left.
Well, that was cool.
Chilling.
Indeed. That was quite a shattering experience, right?
It gave me goosebumps.
I'm gonna go use the restroom really quick.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, we should probably all take a break.
If the fire is properly out everywhere at this point, then yes.
Yes, the fire is now properly out.
In that case, my action before I notice that the fire is out is to climb down to the old man that we could save and take a breath as I had 3 rounds inside of the smoke.
Okay.
Good stuff. All right, I will return as quickly as I can.
Me too.
Okay.
I am back.
Beep beep.
I have returned.
Welcome back. Should be a normal DC 15 one.
Right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yay, is everyone here?
I think Finn is still missing,
I'm here.
and maybe Size.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Size is there.
Okay, Size is back. Okay, so it's just Finn missing.
Okay. It's starting to get cold. Right, that's better. So I suppose we can continue for now, since you're basically just going to chat with the old man.
Yeah, we can probably continue.
Now I hear that the fire is under control. I go up and look after the old man, and I take care of his rounds with heal. So it should be DC 15, if I remember correct.
Well, he wasn't really born,
And
he was
I
basically
am,
just choking from
busy-
the smoke, so...
and I am busy with attending his lightly busy for the next hour.
Right, whatever.
But this should be no problem. Roll 19.
He wasn't really hurt anyway, as I said, he was just choking from the smoke.
He will recover from smoke for sure. With my take care that it wasn't not much more than smoke. Oh, smoke intoxication can be quite deadly in real world.
Yeah, I suppose.
So better to take care.
Right.
But I think this was a fine encounter. Somebody to rescue, a fire elemental as combat.
And you know what's best of all of this? I improvised the whole thing.
That doesn't matter. It was a fine encounter anyway.
Yeah,
Worked well enough.
that's one of the main reasons I have such an open world. That the actual world map is kind of the only thing that I actually have from the campaign. Like, I have some other important parts prepared, but I improvise so much of it that it tends to not matter. Because, well, anyone who's DM'd before ever knows exactly how much it is to... that players tend to just not do what the DM wants.
Yes, I know all about that.
So instead I made a campaign that lets the players do whatever the heck they want, and then I adapt to whatever the heck they do.
Yeah, it's quite strange when some important campaign NPC dies because of the player killed him some accidentally or intentionally, without knowing that is an important character for the GM.
Yeah, in this case it's like, oh, he died. Well, okay, there's just going to be another. Bleh.
You have to rewrite the entire campaign. The character can't give you that quest in 1 year.
Yeah, and in this case it's like, oh wait, you killed him. Okay, move on. Like, I just don't care because there's no
you
written
killed
campaign.
him, and he is so important. You must. You can't save the world because this character isn't no more.
Yep. That's one of the advantages of just not reading the whole campaign. The fact that it can't be destroyed because it doesn't exist. Fun, huh? Anyway, so Sois doesn't seem to have come back yet, I think, but let's go
No,
ahead.
I've been here for a while.
Oh, okay. So the elder man starts to wake up. Well, he first looks around, trying to remember what the heck happened, basically. Then he looks at you, and then basically starts realizing what happened. And he's like, you saved my life. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone?
Is somebody near me, or have I to answer?
Let's go ahead and
I
assume
guess
that
we
everyone is
all-
there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Happy to help. What happened? Where did that thing come from? Who are you?
I don't know. I just entered the farm. One of the new workers was all with this magitech thingy. He decided to start implementing some weird things to help with the farm work to make it easier, and well, it wasn't really working, so I had to fire him. I can only imagine he could have done this. Uh, Sorry, I'm still not feeling really well. Who are you people, by the way?
Ah. We are just passing by.
I see, I see.
You wouldn't be able to tell us where we are.
Yes, right. You seem like you are new around here. It's kind of difficult for an old man like me to explain this all over again. Right, let's see. To the south, there's the large city. It's kind of the capital around here. We call it Ravnica. Yeah, that's where they tend to explain all of this. You probably should be heading that way soon, if I remember correctly. And he starts counting with his fingers. Yeah, I think tomorrow is the conference.
Conference?
Yes, yes, the rulers of the city, once a year they set up this big meeting for all of you newcomers. Yes, so you should.
So there are others that just appear here on
Yes,
wherever we
yes,
are?
quite every year, in fact.
And where exactly is this place? Like, how can we get there?
You mean the city of Ranica? Yes. Follow that road out of my house, then turn to the south on the crossroads. That will lead you directly to Ravnica. Um, I'm just an elderly man. I don't have a lot of money, so if information is enough for you,
That's all we need. We don't need anything else. We're just
oh,
a little lost and glad we could assist you.
oh, you're so kind. Thank you very much.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
Well, if you ever find who put that monster in my fireplace, I would be really glad if you could reprimand him. He doesn't.
Oh yes.
He didn't seem quite sane, if you know what I mean.
What was the name of the farmhand you thought is responsible?
Let me see, what was it? He liked calling himself with some. What was it? Sarkan? Yeah, he said his name in a kind of weird tone that made it hard to remember. I'm fairly sure it was Sarkan. Probably.
Never heard of that name.
Hmm?
Never heard that name.
Well, that would probably make sense. You aren't from around here, but maybe in the city they know something about it. Sorry, there's not exactly a lot I can do. We aren't exactly high on money, so we tend to just accept anyone willing to help us with the farm. We didn't really ask where he came from.
Could you tell us anything about the woods in the north?
Yes, quite. There's often quite a bit of trade coming through the road over here. It has kind of been stopping a bit lately. That's been a bit weird, but other than that, yeah, I know there's a city of elves. Well, at least one. Um, Never been there. Never really been too far from my home, so that's pretty much all I know about it.
we saw a creature flying above in the skies. Do you know anything about it as we approached your house?
The creature. Can't really
What
say
kind of
that
creature was that?
Can't really say that I have. Um, a creature.
It came from the north.
Sorry, sometimes I see something go very fast. I just kind of guess it was a bird or something. I don't know anything larger that actually moves that quickly. Alright, just as a out of character note, yeah, the creature just how did move from north to south in a matter of seconds.
At least those of us that did see it.
Yeah, that's why it was so hard to actually see to begin with, despite its size.
Actually, I think I'm the only person who didn't see it, and I'm the only person who would have been excited to see it.
Good point.
It makes me sad because I saw it very well last time.
Yeah. And then map tool crashed.
Then map tool crashed. Speaking of, when was the last time you saved the session?
Right now.
Yep. We are 2 hours in.
Okay, so thank you. I think I'm turned to the others. We should probably travel to the city to hear what they say and then decide how to proceed.
Probably a good idea.
As I have nothing better to do, I will join. Even if I don't like cities so much.
Well, at this point, it seems like the best opportunity to get information about where we are, how we got here, and how we might be able to get back.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to.
As this little adventure put us all a little bit closer together, how we work together without knowing each us very well, and it worked fine. I think I'm sorry, so a little bit out of character. Fine with traveling with all this yet unknown people, or only lightly known people.
Right. So
I just want to take a minute before we leave to hang up the rugs so they don't start to mildew.
yeah, that's probably a good idea.
First floor is fairly wet.
Yeah, not to mention.
Yeah.
In between the weather and the fire elemental becoming a block of ice, yeah, I would say it's a bit wet.
Yeah, so we help the old man inside, look around the farm a bit, see if there's anything else out of the order, and then suggest if the thing that explains everything is tomorrow, we probably should start to get going.
Yep. So go ahead and start moving. Oh yeah, I can probably just delete the fire out of the window now.
Probably. Yeah, I do want to take a minute to double check, make sure nothing's been done to his food stores or anything.
It wasn't so much damage, so as far as food goes, his AC will be fine, basically. I mean, the kitchen did get burned a lot, but his storage was elsewhere, so...
Well, I was more thinking that if somebody's willing to set your house on fire, they might be willing to do other bad things to you as well.
Well, good point, but he says that his food stores are okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
It's nice playing this campaign without any actual evil characters trying to steal from the old man.
I mostly wanted to make sure he didn't have to worry about like weevils or anything because those things suck.
It's just a comment because I've actually run this campaign quite a few times before.
Yeah, evil characters would have let the guy burn and maybe try to loot something from the burning house. So I think we should go south for reaching the city, but maybe we could take a quick peek to the river if it isn't too far.
I think sooner that we get some answers of exactly where we are and what's going on, the better all of us will be.
Yeah, you already know the conference is going to be tomorrow, so...
So, do we know how long it is to the city? Is it a day worth of marching, or is it quite near as we couldn't see anything about the city?
Well, you know it's to the south.
The city to the south.
Yes, that's what you know.
Okay.
As far as I have heard it, we don't have an we had only an direction, but no travel time. Got.
Right, because you didn't ask. And is map tool actually lagging for anyone else?
Yep.
Yes.
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 Let me save the campaign and restart it. Just
Yeah. Probably a good idea.
Yep.
For safety's sake, when it's lagging, it might be a good idea to save it under a different file name.
Save and save under a different file name.
right, closing
So
map
we
tool.
have a backup.
I has been disconnected.
Yep, because I closed map tool and I'm going to restart it in. Well, I'm restarting it now. I'm actually going to increase the max memory size just in case because I actually can afford it.
I have to go though. I need to get dinner made and some other stuff done.
Oh, we can take a break if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to be gone for a little while because I have to do dinner and I have to take care of some stuff around the house.
Well, there shouldn't be too much going on, so we could just keep playing for a moment. How long do you think it will take?
I'm not really sure because it's like chores and stuff, and I have to go to the store and get some stuff. It's just your
So
typical
about an
weekend
hour
day
at
stuff.
least.
At least an hour. At least an hour.
Okay, so everyone, what do you think? Should we just continue or stop it at here?
I think we can say we arrive safely at the city and end this session for today. Or if you have something else planned while we travel to the city, we can either make a break for an hour or so.
You can autopilot me. I'll just tag along. Yeah, Ran has my character sheet, so you can do pretty
Yeah,
much
we
anything
can
that needs to be done.
continue. No problem. I mean, the most that will happen is most likely going to be just roleplay.
Well,
At
given
the
that
moment,
it's
it doesn't look like any dangers wouldn't be seen from relatively far away, so we can react quite keenly.
That as well.
well, you know, there's a lot to be said for things that blend into the background. You never know when you'll be caught unawares. But given that it's a holiday weekend, I don't know. I mean, I'm not in a hurry. I think that we could certainly break for an hour if nobody else has any place they need to hurry up and be.
I don't have any
I
problem.
just had family arrive that I didn't know was coming over, so
Oh,
you know, I
Okay,
can
then
ignore them if I need if need be. It doesn't really matter. They just came over for dinner, but
Oh, okay.
since
Well,
I'm
do you-
not planning on eating dinner due to my stomach being screwed up.
Oh, okay.
Well, do you want to stop and be social for an hour while we wait on everybody to get back?
I don't care.
I can use this hour to take a quick power nap, as it is 1 a.m. Here in Germany.
Probably a good idea.
So, do we want to break or do we just want to stop?
I don't have any trouble continuing.
Well, we can do either. We can take a break or we can stop.
Well, let's just take a break then. I'll just find something fun to do like Minecraft for an hour, and then. So, who specifically needs to do chores and things and then come back?
Sai said but as far as he sounded, he might not. 1 hour might not be enough. Is he still here? Somebody disconnect. Yeah, he disconnected.
Yeah.
So probably let's do it like this. Let's do a break for 1 hour, and if he's back, he's back, and if he isn't, we just do a bit of stuff that doesn't really require him, so we keep going.
Yeah.
We probably should stop when or before we reach the city, though. That's what I would suggest.
Yep. Sounds like a plan.
In that case, maybe as I want to go to sleep sometime, we could continue. And if something important happens, we might make a cliffhanger before we enter battle or something.
We can do that as well. So does anybody else need to do something? So we can just continue now, because if there's nothing important going to happen.
Yeah, server isn't back online yet.
Yeah, so we can just go on without size if nothing important. If it's just nothing important going to happen, and if something important happens, we just stop.
If we must.
I think it's probably better to just take the 1 hour break for now. Especially to let Gopher take a rest. He probably needs it.
Yeah, let's take a 1 hour break and reconvene.
Right, stopping the stream
can
for
do
now.
Okay, then it's at least